District Commander of Airport District, and then Mr. Li Dangbiu, Acting Senior Superintendent of Traffic, New Territories South, and then Mr. Kwok Chun Kit, Acting Assistant District Commander Operations of Central District. I want to say that for today's press conference, we'll mainly be talking about the activities to be held over the weekend. If you've got other questions, you may raise them at our press briefing or the press briefing after this one, or a future ones. Thank you for coming to today's press conference. I would like to talk about the activities over the weekend as well as the police response. First of all, I'll talk about the airport as well as our work on Saturday. Mr. Li will talk about the traffic arrangements at the airport on Saturday, and then Mr. Kwok will talk about the public event in the Central on Sunday. Before I start, I would like to talk about a case happening to the MTR jeopardizing passenger safety. At about 5 a.m. this morning, a maintenance train of the MTR carried out maintenance along the East Rail line. The work was completed. It was on its way back to the depot, and then the station master saw that on the overhead power line between the University Station and Fulton Station, there was a bicycle hanging on the overhead power line. And on the track, there were a number of articles like bicycles and railings. I've prepared a video clip for you. Please take a look. The MTR staff members had to spend a lot of time to remove the miscellaneous items and confirmed the rail safety. As a result, East Rail service was interrupted. Such disruptive action or behavior jeopardized the operation of the train service, and it is also causing a lot of risk to the passengers. The MTRCL pointed out that the miscellaneous items may cause the trains to break down, and for the bicycle hanging on the overhead power line, if no one discovered it, the cable may break when the train passed that section, and it would affect the operation of the trains. For the items on the track, they may cause a high speed or a train traveling at a high speed to derail and will be serious. We have noticed that for the damage caused to the MTR service, in addition to damaging the facilities in the stations, they have also started to damage the rail tracks, the cables, etc. They would jeopardize the operation, and it may also cause major catastrophe and causing injuries. We'll take further investigation. And then I would also like to talk about
警方亦都留意到網上有人號召其他人喺今個星期六，亦即係聽日，使用交通工具阻塞香港國際機場，呼籲市民使用機場嘅鐵路、機場巴士、私家車等各種嘅交通工具不斷咁來往機場，意圖係癱瘓進出入機場嘅正常交通同埋運作。大家可以見到喺過去一段時間，有激進嘅示威者罔顧法庭嘅禁制令，肆意堵塞交通，影響香港國際機場嘅運作。更加有啲激進嘅示威者係阻礙各地嘅旅客同埋普通市民正常咁使用機場嘅設施，非法禁錮普通嘅市民，並施以私刑。大家可以見到喺8月13號喺機場嘅示威者刻意阻礙市民、旅客搭飛機離開香港，將一啲機場嘅行李手推車放喺扶手電梯同埋 lift， 又坐喺離境大堂，阻礙同埋唔俾任何嘅人士係行去機場嘅禁區閘口。大批嘅市民以及係嚟自唔同地方嘅旅客都唔能夠入到去機場嘅禁區登機。市民原本計劃好嘅旅程受到阻礙，好多嘅旅客有家歸不得，更加有暴力嘅示威者肆意禁錮內地嘅旅客同埋記者，用索帶綁喺 佢哋，施以私刑，對佢哋拳打腳踢。佢哋亦都阻礙救護人員提供醫療服務，罔顧其他人嘅生命安全。佢哋更加係襲擊警務人員。我哋嘅同事係感受到生命受嚴重嘅威脅之下，亦都要拔槍係警告。警方重視所有關機場嘅案件。就住8月13號喺機場發生嘅暴力事件，到目前為止，警方一共拘捕12名嘅涉案人士，年齡介乎17至到35歲，涉嫌喺8月13至14號喺香港國際機場嘅唔同時段干犯多宗嘅刑事罪行，包括非法集結、禁錮、暴動、公眾地方行為不檢、襲警、傷人、藏有攻擊性武器、襲擊致造成傷害罪等等。而就9月1號機場嘅公眾活動，到目前為止，警方一共拘捕6名嘅涉案人士，年齡介乎20至26歲，涉嫌係藏有工具可以作非法用途，以及係意圖危害乘客等嘅安全，而喺鐵路上投擲物品。喺過去嘅9月1號，示威者並冇停止暴力嘅行為，再次大規模擾亂機場一帶嘅交通秩序，以及係大肆破壞多個嘅港鐵站。喺當日嘅中午開始，大批嘅示威者喺機場嘅客運大樓外聚集結，並且係分散到機場一帶嘅道路，用鐵馬、機場嘅行李手推車、垃圾桶等嘅雜物設置路障，違法堵路。更加有部分嘅示威者同埋駕駛者用一啲不負責任嘅駕駛態度，故意慢駛，阻礙交通。大家可以見到，大批嘅旅客因為呢啲不負責任嘅行為，只可以拖住一箱箱嘅行李，由東涌徒步行入機場，對旅客、市民同埋其他嘅道路使用者嘅安全造成極大嘅威脅。其後，暴力示威者又向港鐵機場快線嘅列車同埋路軌投擲磚頭、鐵枝等嘅雜物，甚至係闖入咗機場快線嘅路軌範圍，以致列車一度停駛。大家可以想像，如果當時有列車經過，後果係可以非常之嚴重。警方必須重申，機管局已經喺8月24號獲得法庭批出延長禁制令。禁制令係冇時限，而機場亦都實施咗出入管制。禁制令涵蓋嘅範圍包括整個機場島，即使係有人刻意堵塞機場島裏邊或者附近嘅道路，亦都有機會干犯藐視法庭罪。任何人士如果非法地、有意圖地、故意阻礙或者干擾機場嘅正常運作，或者鼓吹、協助其他人作出違反禁制令嘅行為，上述嘅情況都有機會干犯藐視法庭罪。現時市民進入機場客運大樓係要出示有效嘅登機證明文件。但係警方亦都留意到，有人喺網上鼓吹其他人使用一啲假嘅登機證或者一啲嘅電子機票，從而進入機場嘅客運大樓。警方強調，呢類嘅行為有機會干犯使用虛假文書罪，最高嘅監禁係14年。警方強調，我哋會因為實際嘅情況，策略性安排人手，而我哋亦都已經同唔同嘅政府部門同埋持份者溝通，制定相關嘅應變方案，去處理喺聽日喺機場可能出現嘅公眾活動同埋一啲嘅違法行為。警方預期機場聽日交通可能會出現嚴重嘅阻塞。警方呼籲市民預留相當充裕嘅時間前往機場，同埋完成出入客運大樓嘅出入管制手續。市民亦都要留意最新嘅交通同埋航班信息，有關嘅信息亦都可能會隨住機場嘅情況而作出更新同埋改變。跟住落嚟，我會交俾新界南總區交通部嘅李 Sir 講講聽日喺機場同埋一帶嘅交通安排。
各位，我哋交通部主要負責維持本港道路安全及 maintain the safe and smooth operation of Hong Kong roads. We are very concerned that some people are advocating that on the airport there would be disruption to the roads around the airport. This will not only affect the right of the citizens to use the roads, it will also endanger people who use the roads.
根據過去呢一段嘅
According to
時
our
間觀察，
observation in this past
有駕駛
period,
者曾經
some
故意
motorists
阻塞交通，
deliberately disrupted
行為
traffic.
極不負責任
That。kind of behavior was extremely
有
irresponsible.
司機
For
會刻意
example,
喺
some
繁忙
drivers
嘅
would
道路上
deliberately
面慢駛，
drive slowly
造成車龍。
on busy roads so that
佢哋咁樣
vehicles
做
had to queue up.
可能會干犯
By
咗
doing so,
不小心
they might
駕駛嘅罪名。
commit the
根據呢
offences
個
of
道路
careless
交通條例
driving. According to
嘅
the
最
road
高刑
traffic
罰咧係
ordinance,
可以
the
判
highest
監
penalty could
6
be
個月
imprisonment of
同埋
6
罰
months
款5000
and
蚊，
also a fine of $5,000.
甚至係危險駕駛嘅
And
罪
they
行。
might even be guilty of
咁
dangerous
危險駕
driving.
駛嘅罪行咧，
With
最高
regard to
嘅
dangerous
判
driving,
處嘅
the
監禁咧
highest
可以高達3年，
sentence
同
can
埋
be
罰款
3 years
25000蚊。
and a fine of $25,000.
另外，亦都曾經有人
And there
試
was
過向
someone
警方
who
虛
made
報
a false
發生交
report to
通
the
意外。
police saying that there was a
咁樣
traffic
做咧，
accident.
根據
By
呢
doing so,
個警隊
according
條例，
to the
佢亦都係
police
可能
force
干犯咗
ordinance,
誤
this
導警務
person
人員嘅
might
罪
have
行，
committed the offense of misleading a
可以判監
police
6個
officer,
月同埋罰款
attracting
1000
an
蚊。
imprisonment of 6 months and
又或
a
者
fine of
係浪費警力。
$1,000. And he
根據
might
呢
also
個
be
刑事訴
guilty
訟
of
程序嘅
wasteful
條例，
employment of
最
the
高嘅
police according to the
監禁
Criminal
咧可以高達
Procedures
6個月
Ordinance.
同埋罰
The
款
highest
2000
penalty
蚊。
could be imprisonment of 6 months and a fine of
警方呼籲
$2,000. The police
聽日要密切
appeal
留意
to
交
the
通嘅
public
情
to
況，
pay close
以及
attention to the
電
traffic
台、
situation
電視台
tomorrow,
嘅廣
and
播，
the members of the public
預留
should tune
充足時
into
間去機場。
broadcasts on the radio
同時
and leave enough
可
time
以預
to
早
go to the
諗定
airport.
揀選
And
不
also,
同嘅
members
公
of the
共交
public
通工
can
具，
make advanced
例如巴
choice
士啦、
of their
的士啦、機場
public
快線啦
transport
或者係渡輪往返呢個
choices
機場。
like using a bus, a taxi, or
警
the
方會
airport
盡
express
一切
rail
嘅努
in
力
order to go
去
to the
保持道
airport.
路
We
暢
can
通。
also take the ferry. We will do our
我哋
very
已經
best
預留
to
咗
maintain
足夠
smooth
嘅拖車。
operation of the roads.
一
We
旦
have
遇到有
already
任
put
何
aside enough tow
車輛
vehicles.
故意
If
喺
there is any
高速公
vehicle
路或
which
者馬路嗰度
deliberately
無故停低，
stop
阻塞
for
道
no
路，
reason on a
影
highway
響
or
道
a
路
road
嘅安
so
全。
that the road is
警方將
congested
會
and disrupted
從速
and so
處
that
理，
road safety is affected, we
並
will
根據
take swift
法例
action
賦予嘅權力
and
採取
use
適當嘅
our
行動。
powers accorded to us by the law to take
包括拖走有關嘅
appropriate action,
車輛。
including towing away
如
the
果車輛
relevant
有
vehicle.
任何嘅改
If the
裝
vehicle
或者
has been
不符合呢
converted
個法
in
例
any
嘅
way,
規格，
and if it is
警
not
方亦都會
within the
根據香
specifications
港
of
嘅
the
法
law,
例
the
扣留
police
相關
would
嘅車
again
輛
act according
以
to
作
Hong Kong laws,
檢驗。
impound the relevant vehicle
必須
for
強調，
examination.
如果
I
任
must
何人
emphasize that if
干
anyone
犯法例、非法
breaks
堵
the
路，
law
甚至
and
作出暴力嘅行為，
blocks the
警
road
方必定
illegally or
果斷
even
執法。
resort to violent action, we
接
will
住落嚟，我會
resolutely
交俾阿郭
enforce
Sir
the law.
講
I will now pass the
中
floor
區嘅
to
部署。
Mr. Kwok to talk about
各位傳媒大家好，接住落嚟咧，我會同
preparations
大
for
家
the
簡
public
述一
event
下
in
喺嚟
Central.
緊週
Good
末咧
afternoon. I
喺
will
中
now
區
give you a
即將
briefing
舉行嘅一宗公眾活
on
動。
a public
警方留意到咧，近
activity
日
to be
咧有
held
市
in
民喺網
Central
上咧發
over
起
the weekend.
發
We
起
are
喺
aware
今個
that
星期日啦，
on
即係9月
the
8號
internet,
下午喺
someone
中
is
環嘅遮打
proposing
花園
that
咧舉
on
行
the
集會
8th
同
of
埋遊
September,
行
that
嘅。
is this
呢個活
Sunday,
動喺
there
網
should
上
be
醖
a
釀同埋
public
討論
rally
多
and
時啦，但係直到喺
march
剛剛嘅中午咧，
at
先有
the
人士向
Chater
團
Garden
體
in Central.
向警
It
方咧
has
作出
been
正式
brewing
嘅
on
通
the
知。
internet for some time and has been
嗰個
discussed,
主
but
辦
we
者
have
咧
only
希望喺
received
今個星
a
期日
proper
下午喺中
application
區嘅
this
遮打花園
noon.
舉行集會
And
以及
it
遊
is
行
said that
嘅。
there would
集
be
會
a
時間
public
為下
rally
午嘅
and
1點
a
半啦，
march
去到下午
in
嘅
the
5點
afternoon
半。
of
遊行地
Sunday,
點
and it
係
is
由
going to
遮
be
打
from
花園
1 p.m. to
原花
5
園
p.m.
道
and
遊
it will
行
be
到
from
呢個
Chater
下力
Garden
道，
and then
預
to
計參
Garden
與人
Road
數咧
and
係
Lower
大概
Albert
5000 人
Road.
嘅。
It is said that
警
5,000
方現
people are
正同主
expected to
辦單
take
位咧
part.
保持緊密
The
嘅溝通，
police is now
並
having
會
close
按既
liaison
定
with
嘅
the
程序作出
organizer.
風險評
We
估啊，
will do our
以及
risk
考慮
assessment
會唔會
according
發
to
出呢個不
established
反對通知
procedures,
書。
and then we'll consider whether
警方亦會
to
考慮咧
issue
喺
a
當日
letter
派
of
發
no
適當嘅
objection.
人手，
We will
作出相
send
應嘅人流管理措
appropriate
施咧，確
manpower
保
in
當日嘅
order
活動咧
to
可以
do
喺安
crowd
全同埋
control
有秩
to
序嘅
make
情
sure
況
that
之
the
下進行
activity
嘅。
will be conducted
接住
in
落
a
嚟，
safe
我會
and
交俾
orderly
阿
manner.
劉 Sir 作出
Now
一
I
個
will
總結
give
嘅。
the floor to Mr. Lau to make a conclusion.
香港國際機場係國際同埋區域嘅航空樞紐，每日有高達20萬人次使用機場，升降嘅航班係超過1000班。警方要提醒公眾，機場嘅法庭禁制令仍然生效。任何人如果進入機場範圍示威，或者干擾機場嘅正常運作，即使喺過程入邊冇作出任何嘅暴力衝擊，亦都有機會係違反法庭嘅禁制令。喺過去嘅日子，警方亦都留意到喺示威活動當中，往往會由一開始嘅示威地點，跟住再擴散到去其他嘅地方，就好似9月1號咁，大批嘅示威者喺機場集結之後，就分散到東涌等嘅地方，再作出一啲破壞。部分示威者更加係大肆破壞港鐵站裏邊嘅設施，影響港鐵東涌站同埋其他啲MTR station,
affecting the Tongchong station and
我希望
other
各位市民
MTR
可以停一
stations.
停，
I hope members of the public
停
will
止
pause
進
and
行
think,
違法或者
Please
違反
stop
法庭禁制令嘅行為，
making illegal
讓
acts
社
and
會
acts
可以
that
重新恢
flout
復
the
秩序。
injunction order so that we can again have order in society.
Good afternoon. I'll now recap in English. In the small hours of yesterday, unruly protesters yet again vandalized MTR stations, smashing up facilities and paralyzing train services. In one incident, some people even dropped from height a bicycle onto the overhead power lines on a section of track between University and 410 MTR station. Such reckless acts pose a grave danger to public safety. It is a worrying trend that disruptive acts have extended to different transport hubs, including the Hong Kong International Airport. The airport is a key infrastructure that we always take pride in. But we're aware that some of online comments promoting another protest at the airport tomorrow. Some netizens claim that they will so-called stress test the airport, intending to leave the transport system in gridlock. I'm positive that Hong Kong citizens do not wish to see history repeat itself. Back on the 13th of August, the airport was paralyzed 2 days in a row as thousands of protesters flooded into the passenger terminal and staged a sit-in protest. It quickly turned confrontational and violent as protesters unlawfully blocked departure immigration hall and that had prevented passengers from boarding their planes. Worse still, they even took justice in their own hands and harshly attacked some innocent visitors. In particular, a gang of radical protesters surrounded and harshly wounded 2 Chinese visitors. They were beaten up with hands and legs bound with cable ties. What's worse, when paramedics tried to approach the 2 injured visitors, they were blocked by the protesters. Please allow me to remind you all that the airport authority has obtained an injunction order from the court to restrain people from unlawfully and unwillfully obstructing or interfering with the proper use of the airport. Anyone in breach of the order is liable to contempt of court. The police will fully support and provide all necessary assistance to the airport authority in enforcing the injunction order, as well as access control measures. Please also be reminded that the injunction order also covers the roads connecting to the airport. I would like to draw your attention to the offenses related to irresponsible acts on the road. If drivers intentionally drive slowly to obstruct traffic, they may be liable to careless driving and dangerous driving under the Road Traffic Ordinance. The maximum penalty for careless driving is 6 months imprisonment and a fine of $5,000. And for dangerous driving, 3-year imprisonment and a fine of $25,000. Right now, bona fide travelers have to show their boarding pass in order to enter the terminals. It has also come to our attention that certain netizens talk about making fake e-ticket to disguise as a passenger in order to gain entry into the passenger terminal building. We must stress that such acts constitute the offense of using a false instrument. The maximum penalty is 14 years imprisonment. Now I will move to talk about a police order event proposed to be held in Central this Sunday. The police was just notified by the organizer of the intention to hold a public procession starting from the Charter Garden and ending at Noah Albert Road in Sunday afternoon. We will maintain close liaison with the organizer and conduct a risk assessment before considering whether to issue a letter of no objection. We will also make respective deployment to ensure public order and safety. In conclusion, the airport is an essential infrastructure catering to travelers from all around the world. Since an injunction is enforced, anyone unlawfully and willfully interfering with its proper use is liable to contempt of court. The police will closely monitor the situation and make respective deployment tomorrow. We appeal to public to stay tuned to the latest traffic arrangement as well as information from the airport and airliners. They should budget sufficient traveling time before making their way to the airport. Thank you.
嚟緊落嚟會到我哋嘅問答時間嘅。
Next